NFL Hall of Famer.
Thank you.
Perhaps the best cornerback to play the game. And
Ever.
if you disagree with that,
No.
one.
Deion Sanders, widely celebrated as primetime, holds a legendary status in the world of sports, a dynamo who broke barriers and excelled in more than one arena. His journey is a rich tapestry of awe-inspiring moments, from clinching 2 Super Bowl titles to making waves in both the NFL and MLB, and earning the title of NFL Defensive Player of the Year in 1994. His induction into the Pro Football Hall of Fame, coupled with his groundbreaking new role as the head coach at Colorado State, continues to fortify his legacy as a GOAT in the realm of sports. But behind the dazzling highlights reel, there existed a darker narrative, one of deep personal turmoil and battles fought far away from the cheering crowds. What pushed this shining star to contemplate the unthinkable, to consider ending his own life? How did he manage to find his way back, to rise from the depths of despair and reclaim his rightful place as a luminary in the sports world?
Hebert dumps it down the middle, and we intercept the ball in the 33. Deion Sanders, 45-50, and out of bounds around the 45 over the...
Hello and welcome to Push Health and Wellness, the channel where we peel back the layers of glitz and glamour to reveal the human struggles that our stars endure. Here, we shatter stereotypes, offering a raw and unfiltered glimpse into the lives of those who, despite their personal battles, continue to dazzle us with their resilience and courage. Join us in this heartfelt journey by supporting our channel. Don't forget to fortify our community of empathy and understanding by hitting the subscribe button. Born in Fort Myers, Florida, on August 9, 1967, Deion Sanders stepped into a world that wasn't always easy or fair. Growing up, his family didn't have a lot of money, and young Deion often found himself facing tough times. But even then, he had big dreams fueled by an unstoppable love for sports. As a kid, the neighborhood fields were his playground, a place where he could escape and just be himself, dreaming of a future filled with touchdowns and home runs. As he grew into a teenager, it became clear that Deion was not just another kid with a love for games. He was special, a star in the making. His journey wasn't easy, though. He had to work hard, proving himself time and time again, pushing past the hurdles life threw at him. The playing fields became his sanctuary, a place where he could channel his energy and ambition, transforming them into a ladder that would take making a name for himself. First in college at Florida State University, and then in the big leagues of NFL and MLB, things started changing. The world was watching him, expecting great things, and that kind of attention can be really heavy to carry, especially when you're young. Deion was no longer just a guy who loved sports. He was primetime, a superstar with a flashy style that everyone either wanted to be or to be with. But being in the spotlight wasn't always as great as it seemed. It was like living in a fishbowl, where every move was watched and every mistake was magnified. As he stepped into this world of fame and fortune, his personal life began to feel the strain. In 1989, he married Carolyn Chambers, and for a while, it seemed like a fairy tale. But as time went on, the fairy tale began to crack. The pressures of being a superstar started to spill into their marriage, creating conflicts and tensions that seemed to grow bigger and bigger with each passing day. His marriage to Carolyn Chambers was on the rocks. A relationship that once held promises of forever was now a breeding ground for conflict and heartache. The constant attention from the media and the public was becoming a burden too heavy to bear. Deion felt like he was losing himself, caught in a whirlwind of fame and expectations that left no room for personal peace or happiness. The man who once stood tall, dazzling the world as primetime, was now wrestling with inner demons that threatened to overshadow all his glittering achievements. In his autobiography, Power, Money, and Sex: How Success Almost Ruined My Life, Deion paints a raw picture of this dark time. The year was 1997, and Deion found himself at the lowest point of his life. In interviews, he recounted the emptiness and the lack of fulfillment he felt despite all his success, saying, "I was crying out to God. I had tried everything. I had tried women. I had tried buying cars. I had tried everything, and nothing was fulfilling." In late 1997, the weight of a failing marriage and the relentless pressures of fame brought Deion to a breaking point. Overwhelmed with despair, he made the heart-wrenching decision to end his own life.
And the suicidal thoughts
began to creep in.
In a moment of utter desolation, he swerved his car intentionally, steering it towards a small cliff. With his foot heavy on the accelerator, the vehicle hurtled forward at a speed between 65 to 70 miles per hour. As he approached the cliff, there was no turning back. The car flew off, plummeting a terrifying 30 to 40 feet down. It was a moment that could have ended tragically, a desperate cry from a man who felt he had no other escape. But fate had other plans. In a miraculous turn of events, Deion survived the fall without any major injuries, a stark reminder of the thin line between life and death. It was a wake-up call, a moment that jolted him back to reality, giving him another chance to fight, to find hope amidst the darkness, and to rebuild his life from the ground up. After that harrowing incident, Deion embarked on a path of healing and rediscovery. It was clear that the glittering world of fame and fortune could no longer sustain him. He needed something more profound, something that could fill the void that had opened up in his soul. Deion turned to faith as his beacon of hope. He began attending church regularly, seeking solace and guidance in the teachings of Christianity. It was during this time that he developed a deep connection with Bishop T.D. Jakes, a prominent figure who helped him navigate the turbulent waters of his life.
Deion Sanders, I'm telling you, let me say this.
This period marked a significant transformation in Deion's life. He started to shed the flashy persona of prime time, embracing a more grounded and spiritual approach to life. His journey was no longer about chasing accolades and applause, but about finding a deeper sense of purpose and fulfillment. Deion's path to recovery was not without its challenges. It required immense strength and resilience to rebuild his life piece by piece. But with each step, he grew stronger, finding peace and contentment in his newfound faith and the love of his children. Following his recovery, Deion Sanders embarked on a remarkable journey of reinvention. He made a triumphant return to the NFL in 1999, showcasing his undiminished athletic prowess with teams like the Washington Redskins and the Baltimore Ravens. This chapter of his career was crowned with an induction into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 2011, a testament to his enduring impact on the game.
Lord, I thank you. Jesus, I love you. If it wasn't for God, I wouldn't be here today. So Lord, I thank you.
But Deion's aspirations extended beyond the gridiron. He transitioned into a successful media career, becoming a beloved sports analyst and commentator, where his charisma and deep understanding of the game shone through. In addition to his media pursuits, Deion dedicated himself to philanthropy and mentorship. Despite facing challenges with his educational venture, Prime Prep Academy, his commitment to community upliftment remained steadfast. In 2020, he took up a significant role as the head coach for the Jackson State University football team, injecting new life and hope into the program and leading them to notable victories. And now, as Deion Coach Prime Sanders prepares to take the reins at the University of Colorado this coming fall, the buzz is undeniable. Not only does this signify a fresh start for the Buffaloes, but it also opens up the thrilling possibility of Sanders coaching his talented son Shadur, who has already made waves as a quarterback. This father-son duo has the potential to bring a unique synergy to the field, adding a personal yet powerful dimension to the team's dynamics. As we anticipate the onset of this vibrant new chapter, the Sanders legacy seems poised to add a golden page in Colorado's football history. If you've been inspired by Deion Sanders' story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more remarkable journeys. Hit the notification bell to stay updated. Thank you for joining us in celebrating the resilience of the human spirit.